Checks in. Fleury holding his own. There's shot Atkinson. He scores! Jackets win it overtime.
Get out, Goloboff back to Atkinson in the clear. Moves in, shoots and score.
Hey guys, CamCollector13 here with a one package Mailday. This is from a trade that I did. This should be like an almost complete set of, I think, 1977-78 tops. So, let's just open it up and see what's inside. So I think the big rookies in this set are like Mike Bossy and stuff like that, but he didn't trade me the rookies, so there's probably just a bunch of no-name players in this. But hopefully it's still fun, which it probably is going to be. Really well packaged. It's like a bubble envelope, but he used it into like making it, I guess, like a package, and then he put everything inside of the card holders. So there's probably a lot of cards to go through in this, so it might be a bit long of a video, maybe like 15-20 minutes. I don't know. I might not show all the base, maybe only like the bigger names, just to speed things up a bit. Yeah, like I said, once again, really well packaged. So this is from a guy named Martin Power. Holy crap, a lot of cards. Like, look at this. All this is just base cards. Vintage base cards. Not sure on the condition on these. Probably pretty good, I'd assume. But too bad they're all from Tops, but oh well. So basically I traded him, in exchange I traded him like a few jersey cards and stuff like that, nothing huge. So I think I got a pretty good deal. Because most people would try and sell this for probably a bit more, I don't know. So we'll start with the little smaller pack first, and then we'll go on to that big mound of base cards. Yeah. So these are from, yeah, 78, 79 actually. I don't know if I have actually any 78, 79, so this might be a whole new set for me. So these ones, 78, 79 tops. So we have the Colorado Rockies, that's kind of cool. I'll just look for bigger names probably. Detroit Red Wings. I'll do the team photos. Detroit Red Wings. Oh yeah, these ones. LA Kings. I think I actually have this one. But it's an OPG version that I have. These are pretty good condition. Minnesota North Stars. The New York Islanders. New York Rangers. The Philadelphia Flyers. That's pretty cool. Now into, I guess, we'll do some big names. I think Renee Roberts a big name. I remember hearing that name before. Don't know who that is. Dennis Kieran's. I think this might be a hockey player named Bracken Kieran's dad, but I'm not 100% sure. The Atlanta Flames. It's pretty cool. Boston Bruins. Buffalo Sabres. The Chicago Blackhawks. I don't know if this name rings a bell. Mike Murphy. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Greg Malone. I think I recognize that name. Paul Holmgren. I think he's the general manager of the Philadelphia Flyers, or maybe not the general manager, like something to do with the Philadelphia Flyers though. Or he used to be. Don't know him. Don't know him. Don't know him. Don't know him. No. Jean Pronovost. I think I've heard of that name. Captain of the Pittsburgh Penguins from way back. Mike McEwen. I think I recognize that name as well. and I went to the big stack of them. This is a pretty big card holder. Never seen anything this huge. Oh, I was expecting them to send it in a one of those like 1,000 count boxes or something. Or not 1,000 count, but like 500 count boxes. Not something like this, but still really nice. As long as it's well packaged, I'm fine with it. It's a huge amount of cards in here. So, I don't know where to get started. Let's start from, I guess, this side. So we have the Pittsburgh Penguins. We have the St. Louis Blues. Toronto Maple Leafs. That's a nice one, I guess. Vancouver Canucks. And the Washington Capitals. This name I recognize, Danny Gare. I don't know where I recognize it, but Danny Gare, John Davidson, I also recognize that name. I don't recognize this guy. No. Most of these seem to be in pretty decent shape. I actually have this one already, but OPT again. Clark Gillies, first team All-Star, that's pretty nice. Dave Schultz, I think that's the guy that used to play for the Flyers. Dave Hammer something Schultz. Yeah, that's the former Flyers player. It's pretty cool. Wayne Cashman, recognize that name. Same with Rick McLeish. Bob Bourne. Gerbert Perreault. That's pretty cool. Never had an actual base card of his, I don't think. From way back. I think he might be a Hall of Famer, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Nobody else I recognize in that little stack. These old school Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys are pretty cool. Dennis Maruk, I think I recognize that name. Or Maruk. Stephen Pearson, I recognize that name. Wilf Payment, I think I recognize this name. Dale Talon, I think that's the general manager currently of the Florida Panthers. Which is kind of funny because I'm playing my Florida Panthers GM mode in the background. Don Edwards, second team All-Star, don't know who that is. Budge Goring, I know that name. Just based on his funny looking helmet. Let's see, Bob Nystrom. That's a nice one. Jean Lettel. Recognize that name too. Mike Palmetier. Recognize that name as well. Reggie Leach. It's another nice one. Rick Bowness. I think he's also, or he was a general manager, or he could be the general manager or owner or something with to do with the Vancouver Canucks, but I'm not 100% sure. Bill Barber. It's another one of those old school Flyers players. Pierre Plante. I might recognize that name. Lots of names I don't recognize. Oh, that's a nice one. Rogetin Vachon. So that's Roger Vachon. But that's his actual full name is Rogetin. Or Rogetin. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Let's see what else. Lee Fogelin. I know that name from my other cards that I got a few days ago. Or, yeah, I think it was a few days ago. Gilles Meloche, I think I recognize this name. For the North Stars. Michel Place, I also have that one from 79-80, though. It's the year after this. Terry O'Reilly, second team All-Star, that's nice. Too bad this isn't OPG because it would be worth more probably. Or it would be worth more. Phil Esposito with the New York Rangers, that's cool. I'm used to having stuff of him with the not New York Rangers, the Boston Bruins, I think. Unfortunately though, that one has like a bunch of, I don't know what it is. Someone had, I think it could be from gum, from a packet had damage from that. Too bad. Rick Middleton, I know that name. I don't even know if these are all in order. No, they aren't. It doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna have to sort through this afterwards, I guess. Seems like almost every player has a mustache, or well, a lot of them. Jim Watson, recognize that name because I had another one from last Mailday. Ulf Nilsson, I think I recognize this name. I think he was one of the first Swedish players in the NHL, but I'm not 100% sure. I know he wasn't the first, I think Bore Salming was, but... Stanley Cup semifinals of the Bruins and the Flyers. It's cool. Obviously I wasn't alive to see the 77-78 Stanley Cup finals. So I don't even know who was in it. Yvan Lambert. Some of these Montreal Canadiens players will recognize. Jacques Lemaire. The Stanley Cup semifinals, 77-78. Canadiens sweeping the Maple Leafs. It's cool. 77-78 highlights of Guy Lafleur. It's nice. Larry Robertson, first team All-Star. Steve Shutt, second team All-Star. Shutout leaders of Bernie Perron, Ken Dryden, Don Edwards, Tony Esposito, and Mike Palmateer. Stanley Cup Finals, the Canadiens winning their third straight cup. So if you're a Habs fan, you probably know that year. I don't know if I do. Guy Lafleur, Bill Barber, Daryl Sittler, and Bob Bourne, game-winning goal leaders. Marcel Dion, that's nice, because I don't think I have that card in my PC, so. Goals against average leaders. Ken Dryden, Bernie Perron, and Gilles Zerbert. This one's been in rough condition, as you can see on the bottom. Jerry Shevers, that's cool. Or Gary Shevers, I don't know which one it is. Phil Esposito tops Mark with 29th hat-trick. It's nice. 77-78 checklist. Daryl Sittler, second team All-Star, that's a nice one. Don't know, yeah, he was in the league for a few years before then. Brad Park, Stan Nikita, some nice names. Another checklist. Tony Esposito, that's really cool too. Denny Potvin, Bore Salming. I actually have the OPG one of this. Guy Lafleur, Mike Bossy, and Steve Shutt, goal leaders. Guy Lafleur, first team All-Star. And then 77-78, this one again. It's the same players, but power play goal leaders. So maybe I have this one, Bossy, Esposito, and Shutt. And final huge stack. And then that would be it. Brian Trottier, that's nice. Bernie Federko, I know that name. Might be one of his first cards. Doug Wilson. Bobby Clark. Ron Duguay. Don't know this guy. Here, I'll just look through this quickly to find the ones I know. Or one I know. Dennis Hextall. That's, I think, someone related to Ron Hextall. I can't remember what, though. Sell Apps. That's cool. Obviously, Sell Apps was playing a long time before this. Pretty much a decade before this. Mike Milbury again. Billy Smith. Well, it says Bill Smith. Billy Smith. Penalty minute leaders of Dave Schultz, Dave Williams, and Dennis Polonich. Jim Rutherford. I think that's the Pittsburgh Penguins general manager. I think so. It's really cool. Yeah, I think that's the Pittsburgh Penguins general manager. Let's see what else we got here. Bob Murray, recognize that name. Same with Bob Murdoch and Ron Ellis. Gilles Gilbert. 77-78 highlights of Daryl Sittler. And also one of Gary Unger. And Craig Ramsey. Don Murdoch. And Phil Russell to end it off. So yeah, that's my mail day today, guys. Almost a complete set. Still have to find... Sorry, my throat is bugging me a bit. I still have to find the rest of the set, maybe, and complete it. Even though it's going to be kind of tough, considering it's like 40 years almost after this set came out. So, yeah, thanks guys for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.